Good morning, everyone. And welcome to the Unschool Homeschool. So, before we get started, just want to thank everybody for tuning in. You guys have been great about giving us feedback. You've been great about asking questions and different things like that. The editing is taking some time. I just have a slower editor on my PC. And
I'm going to pee.
okay. And we haven't gotten everything up on YouTube, but we're still working on everything. So this morning, I just want to take a moment to just recognize that we did have power outage last night, and the power outage was because there were severe thunderstorms, lightning all over, and so it was crazy. It was really crazy. Amaya was up, I was up, and at this point I'm just like, I'm dog tired, but hey, whatever. I just didn't get the charge on my phone, so we're gonna have to kind of stay right here with the video feed. Maya, calm down. I'm right here. So yesterday what we did was we worked on our second planes, and so Amina has 2 biplanes, and Amaya has a fire jet or a fire plane or something like that. Where is it? Where's the plane? Where's her plane? Amaya also made her blocks, and so she painted them. What colors are these?
Red.
And what color is that?
Purple.
And what other color?
Purple.
No, that's not purple.
Black.
No, it's blue.
Blue.
And so I showed them the art of mixing colors, acrylic paint. And she painted her plane. What color is your plane?
Blue.
And what other color?
Green. Yellow.
Green and yellow.
Get these. Guess
So-
what? She told me blue was her favorite color.
As of yesterday, blue is her favorite color. So, it's really great to see that they're both learning how to do things. These were bought at Home Depot some years ago, and I had them in a stash. I have a whole craft box, but it's really good to really show the girls how they can use their hands to do a lot of things. In this digital era, we are so fixated on tablets and phones and stuff. It was really, number one, it was cathartic. Painting is cathartic for me, but they love to do what mommy does, and I do paintings, as in big paintings, and I can show you some of my work later, but it was just really good for them to have this arts and crafts days, a couple arts and crafts days, to get out of the monotony of typical lessons. These were put together by glue and by
Maya.
Grammy said you did a good job painting your plane.
Yay, thank you, Grammy.
No piece of dye here, Maya.
Maya, have a seat. I don't understand what the problem is. You're not sitting in the chair with me. Sit in your seat. Well, I mean, hey, you can have an attitude, but I'm sitting in the chair by myself. Thank you. But, the colors, they chose the colors. Good morning, Grammy. She said good morning.
Morning.
The color she chose, she was very adamant that she wanted yellow, blue on her plane, and we started to do a lesson about flying and things like that because my brother was in the Air Force. He's now retired, but we called him and he explained what a biplane would actually do, or a prop jet actually does, and
he was scared of it.
He was scared, of course. Most people are scared of prop jets because they have that propeller and that's it, and they're pretty small planes. And then I couldn't even bring myself to call him about the little fire plane because I thought it would be hilarious that he would probably be like, no, we're gonna fall out of it. So it's just really cool to give them the opportunity to expand their horizons, especially when it comes to doing this. And hey, Jennifer. So you're just tuning in. We're talking about the planes that the girls made. This is a fire plane, and these are biplanes. Bought at Home Depot some time ago. I'm not sure if they have them in stock. I don't go to Home Depot anymore. But I just wanted to catch you up on that because I know that you're taking some notes and doing some different things with the boys. And also they had these blocks, and Amaya was able to paint her blocks. Usually they come with stickers and you can put stuff on it, but you can just do them like letter blocks if you need to. So just another resource, and I'll be putting that in the bottom. I'm actually going to look that up, and I'll put that as a link just in case you wanna go ahead and do that. I'm not sure if Lowe's has them at all, or any other hardware store has them. I'm going to do some research on that, but I am sure that Michael's or Joann's, they have every type of craft. So as I was saying, ladies, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. As I was saying, I was happy to give them the opportunity to get out of the monotony of typical learning. We've been working on colors and states and things like that, but it was just really good to see them really use their brains on how to put them together. Amina did a lot. She put both the smaller planes together. I put together the first plane for her, but it was just really cool to watch her try to figure out how to put the wheels on, make sure that they fit. Not all the dowels are the same size, so she had to figure out how that was going to go. She had to, just really figure it out. And I think the coolest part about being a kid is having that creative opportunity and being able to just express who you are creatively. And, they were able to do that. And so today, I don't have a formal lesson plan, but we were talking earlier this week about the weather and how weather patterns look, and it was extremely hot. And I'm going to ask the girls now if they understand how thunderstorms are formed. We had a severe thunderstorm here, mostly a lightning storm. And this question is mainly for Amina, yes, but I want you to really think about how are thunderstorms formed. Do you remember that part of school when you did any type of weather stuff? You didn't do any weather stuff. Okay. So thunderstorms are formed when a lot of
hot air mixes with... No, I think that's tornadoes.
No, keep
No,
going.
hot air mixes with cold air.
Yeah. So you learned something somewhere. It was probably with Mommy, but you learned something somewhere. But yes, you're absolutely right. When hot air mixes with cold air and the moisture is too much, it becomes a storm. Do you know how lightning is formed? I'm going to be with you in 1 second.
It's not static electricity. I know it's electricity.
Yeah.
But it's not static.
But do you know how it goes? Do you know the process of lightning?
The clouds get mad?
No. So lightning is formed underground, and then it travels. It's kinetic energy. It travels up to the clouds and comes down, if you will. It has to formulate underground, travels, and so light travels at a rapid speed that we can't see it. What we see is an expansion.
How is that right there if it comes out of there?
It's just how it works. It's all in energy. And so that program that she's using, Adventure Academy, Amaya, I'm talking. Adventure Academy does give a lesson about Sir Isaac Newton and the relativity of electricity. So she'll be completing that. She did that for a couple hours yesterday, and I'm sure she had a lot of fun in it. But it's a really good program, and I would definitely encourage anyone who has children from 8 to 13 that are focusing in STEM and STEM and engineering things to really check into the Adventure Academy. It's run by ABC Mouse, so the baby's able to go on ABC Mouse and do her ABC Mouse thing, and Amina's able to go into Adventure Academy and do her pretty much middle school thing. It's for ages 8 to 13. It has concepts. It's great. Hey, Justin. And I just really, I really like that program. I also use Kahana. I've done education.com. There's so many different programs, but I have written a curriculum for us. And what Amina really wants to focus on is science and technology. And so that's what we've been focusing on. Amaya is more of a child after my own heart. She, blessed day to you, man. She loves color. She loves touching. She's she's a tangible child. So, doing stuff like this is great. She's also very creative. So, as you can hear, she's singing London Bridges. Yesterday, that's all we heard was London Bridges falling down. And while the song is on repeat, that's the creative mind she has. Her father's very musical. I'm of musical family, and my thing's more arts, and so that's what I do. And so it's kind of hard to mix the two, but it's fairly easy when you have the demeanor of both of these girls. They are really eager to learn. They enjoy learning, and they have a zest for it. And I enjoy teaching them. It was really cool to find different mothers that are on YouTube, which I've only found 4, that are kind of using the same concept and putting it to use. We're in a time where everybody's worried about everything right now, and truth be told, the sky is blue, water's still wet. It's just what it is. But I don't want them to get caught up in they need to be a certain way. They want to be, the way society wants them to be. I don't want them to get caught up in that. And the same goes for Kai. And with him being graduating senior, I say it out loud every time. It gets me like that every time. But with him being a graduating senior, when he comes home, he's dog tired. We're up at 5 a.m. That bus gets here at 5:48. And by the time we get to you guys, I've already been up. I've walked the dogs. I've tried to get myself refreshed, and it's just hard. Your finger. You have a hangnail because you sat here and picked at it, and now you don't. It's just really cool to have 2 eager learners that really want something. So one thing that I don't share is my cooking techniques and styles. So yesterday, what did you make for breakfast?
Eggs and bacon.
And you had cereal?
Yes.
But I thought you had eggs and bacon.
You had eggs and bacon, fruit, water. There was no yogurt around, so I just improvised with water again. And then I just had some
Eggs and bacon. So Amina is able to make scrambled eggs, and she's able to cook turkey bacon, and she's also able to make rice. This kid is amazing.
I can't cook chicken.
She can't cook chicken. We're just gonna keep that as what it is. Amaya, please. So in being 9 years old, I could do a lot of different dishes, but I kind of, I shied away from it. And so we're just trying to find what everyone likes to do, what their hobbies are going to be. Can you please stop? You can sit in your chair and do all of that. You don't need to be on my lap.
Somebody said something.
Yeah. Everybody's saying a lot of stuff.
No, right there.
Oh, that's Mr. Justin, and that's Miss Jennifer, and that's Grammy.
I wish I had to call me on your phone.
You did.
Grammy was that there.
Yeah, Grammy's right there.
I can see Grammy.
No, you don't have to see Grammy right yet.
I can see her.
She can see you though.
I'm going.
She's probably laughing at you and your silly self.
Grammy, what are you doing?
She's watching you. I'm sure that's what she's gonna say.
We're going to pee, Grammy.
What'd you say?
I tried to get Grammy to pee.
What?
To paint.
You're gonna paint? You telling Grammy that you're gonna paint?
Grammy, I'm going to pee my blocks.
But you already painted them, honey. She says, hi, darling.
I'm not darling. I'm Maya.
It's a nickname. And yes, she says she can see you and she can hear you.
Grammy? Hi.
She's typing. She says she's watching you. She said, hi, my darling. I see you watching you. That's what she's doing.
Wow.
Wow, it's amazing how that works, huh?
Grammy is up the top of that.
Yep, she made a comment at the top and she made a comment down here.
Yay!
Yeah, that's really cool.
Oh, Grammy, that's there too. Oh,
Hi, Auntie Jen.
no.
Yeah.
Grammy,
What's that?
Grammy.
Like Auntie Jennifer, I know.
Mm-hmm.
Grammy. That's, I want to talk to Grammy first.
Hannah's in middle or high school?
Mama, I want to talk to Grammy first.
She says you are talking to her.
Oh, Grammy is right there.
Thank you, Jen. So my friend Miss Jennifer, she said you guys made beautiful planes and you did a great job. You want to sit back in your chair?
No.
No. Why not?
Because I said no. No, that's mine.
What you mean? Because you said no.
Because that's mine.
Thank you, Jen. Have fun. She had to go to a staff meeting, but she's gonna come back. You know, it's really cool because everybody gets to see you guys live and in charge, and you know, sharing this experience with everyone is important. I think because it encourages other people to do the same thing. She said you can call. Grammy said you can call her after school. Okay.
Okay.
And that's after school. So when you're done doing your lesson, then you can call after school, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's have a seat back here. Okay.
Mama, you push me.
So speaking of the weather, we're gonna go back to the weather. So we've also been having a heat wave. So what's been happening is just that it's been so hot, and then that cold air comes together. We've had thunderstorms, and they've been severe. And then there's different type of clouds that produce rain and things like that. So we're going to talk about that today. We're also going to create some weather charts just so you guys can have a visual. And do you think the planes can drive in clouds?
Yeah.
They can?
Yeah.
Mina, do you think planes can drive in clouds?
I mean, if the cloud is like this big, then yes.
Well, how big is a cloud though?
I feel to say, by how we see them, they look like, I guess, 1 or 2 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But how big, when you see them up close, I think they're like, maybe almost 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay.
No, almost 40.
Sometimes they're miles long. Sometimes they're feet long. Sometimes they're just, you drive through clouds. You fly through clouds and
I
stuff.
know, because there's a cloud, it had a name, I don't remember, but it was kind of like a flat blanket.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot its name. I'm sure you can drive through that, but it seemed like this thin, but I feel like it's like really, really thick.
So, because it was thin, Maya stopped climbing. Okay, you do that. No, there's lemonade. I made more. So it seems like what you're saying is that you think that clouds, there are thin clouds and there are thick clouds. Have you been on a plane before? Do you remember being on a plane before?
Because
Okay.
we were on a plane last year.
Last year, where'd you go?
We went to, it's either North Carolina. No, it was either no, because we would have drove. It was California.
You went to California. So when you were on the plane, did you fly through any clouds?
Not through, but like beside. No, because planes go over clouds so that they can actually like fly straight.
Really? Okay, so the next time you're on a plane, this is a future assignment. The next time you're on a plane, I want you to really pay attention to how we fly. Are we flying through the clouds, above the clouds, or below the clouds?
Oh, it's gonna make me so.
Trees.
Trees?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna fly through trees too?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Clouds.
And clouds. Okay.
Yeah. Mommy.
Better put on my helmet if I'm going on that plane.
Me too.
On what plane? The biplane?
No.
Oh,
The tree
the
plane.
tree plane?
Yes.
Yeah. We would definitely have to.
I can't do it.
You can do it, but we're not. You're being extremely extra right now, so we're not gonna do that. So we're gonna look up the types of clouds today. I have a. And Auntie Jen said good morning. She's so proud of us. Have a great school day.
Thank you.
Hannah started back at her school this morning.
Oh,
And I
just
can't-
this morning?
Yeah. So every school starts different times. Every school starts different times, and so she started back at that school she was going to, and I'm sure we'll be having some phone calls with Hannah in the near future. That's usually how it goes. Love you, Auntie Jen. Thanks so much for tuning in. No, we're not getting lemonade right now. We're not moving me around. Okay? Thank you. So, yep, go ahead and look up the different types of clouds. That's what you're going to do. But what I was going to say is we're going to make a weather chart. We have a Cricut machine, so I'll be able to print out the stencils of clouds. We'll be able to put them on a board, and we'll be looking at that almost every day. We'll say what the weather is daily, how it will look for us. As we're approaching the end of August, Amaya, please. As we approach the end of August, the weather's going to be kind of up and down. It's going to be kind of crazy. So I'm kind of excited because
This is what I was talking about.
what are those clouds called?
What's it called? I just saw the name. It was called Status.
Let me see.
Status or
Stratus.
Status.
Mm-hmm. So
Then
you should get your notebook and write down the different types of clouds because you're gonna have to know those. Okay.
oh no, this was the one I was talking about. You see, it's like a flat blanket.
Which one is that?
It's called the Astro. It's called the Astrostratus. Astrostratus.
That says altostratus.
Okay.
So you might want to get your notebook and write those down. And
Columbus, Stratus, Nimbostratus, Alto.
cumulus is the word, honey.
Alto.